What's up, folks? So today we are gonna wick up the 41 LE from Voltrove. Got a fresh build, set of 2636 A1 core staggered fused. Coming in right at about a 0.49, 0.5. Going to be running on my Walking Dead NLPWM 4S V1. So, much like every other Voltrove, coil position is very detrimental. So, I'm about 2 mils past the top of the post, and what I always do before I wick up coils, before I say I've got them in, I'm done, is I take my atomizer, I take the chimney, okay? I'll get it on, and then I'll look through there. And I will make sure that my coil position is right there in the chimney. I don't want to see the top of the coil. If anything, I want to see under the coil, ever so slightly, to make sure that air is going to go. See that dark space? Your air is going to travel right into the side of that and under that coil, up the chimney, straight to your mouth hole. Okay? So if you're ever wondering how you set your coil height or judge your coil height, that's how I roll. I let the atomizer, I let the chimney section do the talking. Okay? Okay. Next up, as everybody knows, Muji pads. 5 mil coil, so we're going to be pretty generous with our strip of cotton here. Nice wide strip. Again, right about the width of the coil. I found that to be a very, very useful index for how wide of a strip you use for Muji, or any type of cotton that's a pad. Set that off to the side. Okay. Just like any other business here, we're going to strip off the outer cell. Make sure to always wash your hands before handling cotton. Cotton will rapidly absorb any oils that are on your hands that's emitted from your skin and go right into your cotton. Make it taste funky. Okay? Just like always. Nice little pull. Break up the fibers in the middle. Do a little tuck and roll on the end here. Okay, so notice how coil just barely moves. That is exactly what you're looking for resistance going through your coil. Not too loose, not too tight. Okay? Let's get to this other side here. Once again, a little break up in the middle, a little break up, a little shakedown, a little twist, little stuff. Okay, once again, slight resistance, nothing too crazy. I know people that take an hour to wick their stuff. I'm not one of those people. I will say that. Alright, so just like any other Voltrove atomizer, if your coil position is set nice and high, like this is always going to work. If your coil position is too low, you may need to adjust the length of cotton. But I take it like that, take my scissors underneath, score it, bring it up. I always use the bottom of the deck to determine how long to cut my cotton. Okay, so cut them both at the same time because that makes sense. Double check real quick. I'm going to take a little bit off. It's always better to be too long than too short. Okay. Big old fluffy ball. I like that. Now, you'll notice that that cut, when you push down on it, comes flat, okay? That's why I always index my cut underneath, so that's going to actually angle it when you cut it, so that when you tuck it under, it's going to lay flat. There's a method to the madness. So let's repeat. Other side, come over here. Okay. There we go. Now we got to break up those fibers. Break up those fibers, I use this little hooky tool. You can use a toothpick. You can use just about anything. What I do though, is you always want to hold the other end. You don't want to be pulling the cotton through the coil as you're doing this, because then you'll have to play that back and forth game. I'm not really trying to take too much away. I'm just trying to break it up here. Okay. Snip off our little bit of tails here. Actually, on this side, we'll just give it a little pull. Nice and gentle. There we go. Try and leave it as fluffy as possible. Okay. A little flick, a little puff. Okay. Now comes the business. This is where it either goes south or it doesn't. So, separate. Tab it a little bit, play around with it, make sure you let it know that you like it. Okay, the cotton is the boss. This is something I always do. I always get underneath it, and I always make sure that it's not plugged into that wicking port. I want it just laying on it. That's it. Okay. Let's do it again. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. There's what you're looking for. Okay. Nice full deck of cotton. Nothing is packed down. It's just simply put into place. If there's a specific part you're not overly happy with, juice it first. Juice it first, because then it's going to be a little bit easier to manipulate it to get it to stick where you want it to stick. Okay, put a little bit of juice on here. Okay. Just do a little fire to get burn off, you know, that initial break-in. There's almost zero break-in with this cotton, so I just do that mostly out of habit. But okay, quick inspection of the bottom. Absolutely love it. No voids. Just perfect. Okay, slap her together. All right. This is a brand new tank, so I did not pre-lubricate these O-rings. They're a little stiff. But, okay, we're in the lock position. Quarter turn top, which I love. Love that feature. We are running this in shorty mode. I don't really have any reason to carry 30 mils in a tank with me to work when I carry 2 tanks. Okay, so top lock. Let's take a look at this real quick. Hot. Accidentally had loosened up the bottom a little bit. Oops. Bouncing us all over here. Okay. I think we're ready to give her a go here. Wasn't sure where to start, so I set it at 10 volts. We got a ways to go. $11 volts. There we go. 12 volts, 0.48 build, about 320, 350 watts. Just excellent. Excellent, excellent. As always, super juicy, moist. The additional cotton that I emphasize using in the deck, just like Mark emphasized using in the deck, retains a lot of juice, and that's the whole reason behind it. It retains a bunch of juice, so every hit is just super saturated. There's always juice on reserve, just sitting there in the cotton. Whew. Trying to get a dry hit. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'll run out of wind first. So, hopefully this is useful, helpful. It's how we get down on the 41 V2 LE. Much like the 41 V2, much like the Mini, much like the 35 V2. Next up is going to be the 35 V3. Peace.